Oh, hello. My name is Stevie. I have recently started sharing fashion, lifestyle, and productivity content. Today I wanted to show you some of my favorite Amazon purchases. Go ahead and subscribe and like this video, and let's get into it. So first, I'm wearing these little biker shorts that are the same brand as some of my favorite leggings I've gotten on Amazon. So I'll start with those. These are so comfortable. I own 6 pairs of these. I wear them every day to work. They're the best. They have the nice little side pocket here where you can put your phone in. Very comfortable, not see-through, which is fantastic because I tend to do a lot of intensive work. I don't want to show nothing off, so these are fantastic. They're full length. They do have a yoga pant variation, not my favorite. I do own a few pairs of those as well, but I prefer the legging much more. And then of course, the biker short. Some of the reviews call out that they're very similar to the Lululemon Align, and I can't say whether that's true or not because I've never had a pair of Lululemon Aligns, but they are very nice, soft material, nice and thick, very comfortable, and the stitching is high quality. I wear these so much, they get washed so much, and I think I've had a few of the pairs for 3 years now, if not more, and no issues with any like stitches coming undone. So fantastic, highly recommend. And they're cheap. So now this water bottle I purchased because I went on a couple work trips to other states that had harder water, and I remember specifically one of the nights I woke up in Indiana where the water is hard as hell and was in my hotel room. It was 2 a.m. I didn't want to go down to the lobby and see if I could find a place to buy a water bottle. Really didn't want to get out of bed even, but I ended up going to the sink and just drinking a small glass of the water, and it was absolutely horrible. So I decided to invest in this Brita water bottle that has a filter in the straw portion here. It's a little filter that looks like that. The replacements are pretty cheap too, but that helps remove minerals from water. So what I do is I actually use this pretty frequently with filtered water here without the filter in, and then when I'm getting ready to go on a trip or anywhere that I'll be where I'm gonna have access to water that may not be the purest, I will install the filter and use it that way. Pop cap, little straw there, and this is, I believe, 24 ounces. I'll correct it below if not, but super cute. Great little portable water bottle. To go along with that, I usually do have access to filtered water, and so in order to ensure that I'm drinking the proper amount of water, or at least close to it, so I don't get dehydrated and grumpy, because I've been there, I got this insulated 64 ounce water bottle. And so what I'll do is if I'm going on a hike or going somewhere where I'm gonna be out and about all day, I'm not a big fan of buying water bottles. So if I'm gonna have access to water periodically, but may not be the cleanest, Brita for sure. But if I'm gonna be, say, driving a few hours out into the woods, going on a hike for a few hours, driving a few hours back, I'm not gonna wanna be finding gas stations to buy water bottles, being that's not my preferred way to get water anyways. So I will fill this 64 ounce before I go and take it with me. That way I always have the water with me and I have the appropriate amount, so I can make sure that I'm making progress on my daily intake through that day. It is double walled. It does not get condensation. It keeps things phenomenally cold. If you put ice in it in the morning, you'll have ice in it the next morning. So really, really great option. And then there's 3 lids that come with it. I just used this one with the little, I super tightened it down because I didn't want it to leak in my backpack. So just got the little drink spout here, but there's also a flip up straw attachment as well as just a plain old flat lid. So those are great options as well. Comes in a lot of cute colors too. I just chose black because it's very minimal. I usually am using this at work, honestly, because I don't want to get up and get water. All right, the piece de resistance. Okay, what? The piece de resistance. All right, so my very, 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 very favorite of all of these is this lunch bag. So it looks like a purse, and it is insulated. So perfect for putting a freezer pack. Freezer pack fits perfectly in the bottom there, and then you can put your food in there, keeps it cold, It's nice and stylish. First day I took this to work, I got so many compliments, and even one of the ladies in the lunchroom called me over to show another one, my lunch bag. So definitely a crowd favorite, but it's a very high quality and durable feeling. It also comes with a longer strap, which I have in the closet, but I tend to prefer it on the elbow. It has little feet here, so cute. Richard agrees. Oh, bud. So cute. Another nice thing is it has some little pockets in here. You can keep utensils and things like that. Moving on to the next. And then another lunch option. Huh? What? And then another lunch option that I have are these containers. They come in a set of 10, so it's 5 of the larger and 5 of the smaller. What I really like about these is with their lids on, they can nest together, so that makes storage pretty convenient. I'll show you here. That'll fit inside that. So you can store the large and small together. This will fit in the lunch bag that I showed you earlier, so this is a great option. The bigger would need to be on its side, but they are completely waterproof, so that's no fine. So that's no fine? So that's totally fine. Talk today. I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm just gonna put water in this and shake it for the heck of it. But one of my other favorite things about these is that this plastic liner here that helps make the seal is removable, so that makes it really great for cleaning. I've had a few dishes like this where you kind of get this gunk that gets in the crease and you can't ever really get that out in a good way, and so having this be completely removable helps ensure that you're keeping it clean, and I really appreciate that. I will say that sometimes if you have something that creates some suction and you pull the lid off, sometimes the seal will come out, and that can be a little annoying if you're in a rush, but it fits back in pretty quick, as you can see there, so not a big deal. We've got these quality snaps too on the side. All right. No leakage. And the glass portion can be put in the oven. You obviously wouldn't want to put the plastic lid in along with it, but the glass portions can be used in the oven if so desired. There you go. Your little watertight lunch dishes. All right, the next thing I have is also lunch related. It's this lunch box. It is glass and then has an upper tray that has 3 compartments and then a little sauce cup. And then there's a little included fork that snaps into the lid. But this is such a high quality lunch container. I was so impressed when I got it. It's nice and got a little weight to it. This won't fit in the lunch bag that I just showed you. It is a little too wide. However, it is a great option if you're making a salad or a bowl where maybe you want to keep some components separate. I tend to put like the base of my salad in the bottom and then put chicken or cheese or tomatoes or anything like that on top. It helps portion it out and keep it separate, especially if you were including like croutons or something of that sort. You could keep those separate and make sure they're still crispy when you get to eating the salad. My main use for that has been like chicken or things that I want to heat up and then add to the salad. That's a great way to keep that separated so then I don't have to heat my entire salad or eat my chicken cold. The best of both worlds. It's pretty big though. All right, now for those of you who are into content creation or just like taking good photos of yourself, I have a couple gadgets. One being this tripod. So right now it's completely collapsed, but you can loosen this ring here and then it folds out and extends up, goes up to 44 inches. So then you just collapse it back down. But that tripod is very nice just because it's so compact. You can travel with it pretty easily or hold it. The setup I have here is a little phone vlogging mirror setup so that you can use your back-facing camera and get that high-quality content, but still be able to see what you're filming. So I'll set my phone up in this real quick and show you. So I have my phone here. While I'm setting this up, the thing that I thought this would be really cool for personally is going on a hike so that I could potentially do something where I'm talking to the camera while I'm on a hike. So essentially you would be looking here just to make sure that you're in frame and all of that. I mean, I guess you could stare at it too if you wanted to, but so it'd be something where you hold it and you're talking to the camera, but making sure that you're in frame there. I've also thought of using this with a timer as a way to take photos of yourself. So if you don't have anyone around, you want to set up your tripod, but you want to be able to kind of see the pose that you're in, see how it looks, or just be able to monitor yourself as you take the photos. I think that that's a really great little gadget. All right, so these items are pet related. I personally have cats. This in particular, you could definitely use with dogs, maybe one of the other things I'm about to show you. This is my favorite. I have a lot of favorites, but my favorite. Because I have always had one cat until recently I adopted a second. And this cat is much more furry and sheds everywhere, and I have white bedding. So within a matter of one day of doing laundry, my bedding is covered in his fur again. And so this is really nice for me for my bedding. If I'm having, say, my boyfriend over, I don't want to wash my bedding every 2 days, so I can just remove a lot of that fur with this instead of having to use a lint roller. I will say it's not the most comfortable on your legs, but it does also work on clothing, so that's another potential use for it. But what this does is you roll it back and forth across the surface, and this little gadget here goes back and forth, and then the fur that gets picked up gets trapped in this back portion. And I actually have been using it quite a bit, and I haven't cleaned it out so you can see, but all of the fur gets trapped there. Then you pull that out. Sorry if that's gross. Then you're ready to continue to pull fur up. It's really quick and easy. I really just kind of go back and forth across my bedding. It also works on like couches or other furniture, anything that you really want to get cat or dog hair off of. Highly recommend. All right, this next item is very useful for me, being I am at work for many hours of the day and not home with my cats to stimulate them. Also tend to go on longer trips, whether it be hikes or sometimes I do side jobs. So not only am I off during the week, but on the weekend also. This is a great way to keep my cats stimulated and entertained while I'm gone. And what this is it's an automatic laser. There's 2 speed settings. There's a slow movement and a fast movement, and it'll essentially work in a circular pattern and stop and reverse directions in order to keep the cat entertained. You can see the little light going on in there. And let's see if I can put it on the wall. I think the battery just died. But the nice thing about it is that it is rechargeable. You can also just leave it plugged in, which is fantastic because frick batteries. But that's really great. You just set that on the counter somewhere and then it keeps the cats entertained. Richard's right here waiting. He's like, where the heck did it go? Sorry, bud. One more thing that I do enjoy, I wasn't gonna include in this video, but now I feel bad for playing with the laser and it not being charged, are these gloves. They're just a grooming glove. They have the little knobs here that hold on to the fur. Rory has now emerged and is rubbing on my leg because she wants some pets, but it is a nice, comfortable glove. There's 2 of them that come in the set. I know, mama. You just pet your kitty cat, and the fur gets pulled up into the glove. And it also, I think, feels really good for the little kitty cats because they adore it. Look at her, she's like, come on. Okay, what about Richard? Oh. So then you just pull the matted fur out of the glove. Great way to groom your cats and keep the fur contained. All right, my last pet related thing is this cat harness. They come in small, medium, and large. And this allows you to take your cat on a walk. Richard has been very curious about what's beyond my apartment door. So I've been trying to take him out on walks and kind of get him comfortable to the harness. He's still a little weird about it, but he really enjoys getting to explore. And after I take him out, he'll just sit at the door. And if he hears me turning the lock, he'll run up and sit there and be waiting for me to open the door so he can try and sneak out. But it's marketed as being escape proof. I don't know if that's true yet because he hasn't tried too hard to escape. He's still a little sketched out about it. He tends to kind of lay around in the hall and like drag himself down the carpet with his claws. But after a while, he'll get comfortable and start to run around and smell things. He's like, are we going? You want to go on a walk? But yeah, I really enjoy that. I have another smaller one for Rory in case she wants to go out, but she is very anxious and never does. Okay, bud, I'm sorry. We'll go on a walk after this, okay? All right, so that's all I've got to show you today. I'll leave everything linked below along with a couple supporting items for some of those. But if you have any questions, of course, leave them in the comments. Any feedback, any requests, just leave me something in the comments and I'll see you guys next time. What's up, everybody? Boy, it's a little fun.